All right, we got some confessions. People are texting in today. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. It's just really fascinating to hear all the dirty secrets people are holding on to.
Anybody here got any secrets they want to get off their chest?
We all have secrets. I don't know if anybody wants to get them off their chest.
Yeah, nothing I'm ready to tell you two.
I got secrets.
We know you do.
It's a lot easier to anonymously text them into us. One text says, 18 months ago, I was having an affair and was about to leave my husband when I found out I was 6 weeks pregnant. I stayed, but I have no idea which of the two is the father.
Oh, my.
Wow. That can complicate things, huh?
Man, talk about a long waiting game that would be. He's hoping, oh my gosh, please look like my husband. Please look like my husband.
I think what you would do, you would probably at some point...
Get the DNA.
Yeah. And quietly, just...
Quietly do it yourself on the DL.
But man... Oof.
You can do that, I think, in the first trimester, but I think it's dangerous for the mom, or it's not good for the mom.
It's not good at all, because you have to actually go in there and, like, put a needle through the amniotic sac. And like, why would you ever want to do that if you don't have to? Just wait 9 months, let the baby come out, and figure it out then.
Yeah, and pray that it doesn't look radically different then.
Oh, pray.
That's why general rule of thumb about affairs, make sure you have an affair with somebody who looks similar to your spouse. That's one of the rules of thumb there. This confession says, my 14-year-old son agreed to come for brunch with me today and was followed by a walk home through the park. He spent the whole time chatting about school friends, his future hopes. I could never tell him, but it's probably been one of the best hours of my life.
Aww.
Oh, that's sweet.
Adorable.
That's nice. You should let him know.
Let him know. Say what you gotta say.
This person says, I've been to loads of music festivals. I always walk in with a surgical eye patch so I can hide my stash behind it. And so far, not one time has security had the balls to ask to check.
That's such a great idea. That's so good.
How about that?
Hey, what's underneath your patch? My eye.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Thank you.
My oozing eye socket with no eyeball in it.
Are you eyeball shaving me?
No, I don't, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you eyeballing me?
Yeah. I wonder how much you could put in there if you really did.
A lot.
In an eye patch?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah, I mean, if your eye patch is like 8 inches out from your face.
Yeah, if it was the size of your purse, but the eye patch ain't that big, dog.
Mm-hmm.
But a surgical one has lots of tape and gauze.
I mean, you could get
you could take all the cotton out of the gauze on the inside. It could be done.
You could probably get a bag of cocaine, a bag of weed.
Yeah, enough for you.
6 pills.
Yeah. This confession says, for 6 years, I've been occasionally going to a friend's house to play Scrabble. Each time I've taken along an extra E tile and added it to his set. He's now playing with 9 extra E's, and he hasn't actually noticed but complains about having too many E's every time I go over.
Oh, my gosh. That is hilarious.
I got so many E's.
You're diabolical, but that's funny.
You're playing your own games.
You're
not
it's
playing
the game within
yeah,
the game.
It's the game, which is a dangerous game.
It is a dangerous game.
Your friend is going to be so pissed when you finally do tell them, if you ever do.
I would never, ever catch on to that. I just got so many E's.
Mm-hmm. This confession says, when my husband and I make love, we do it in the missionary position as he has gained weight and is less mobile. He thinks my gasps of air are those of pleasure, but his belly has gotten so big that it's literally crushing the air out of my lungs. I love him, but sex with him is like being mounted by a walrus.
Well, you got to switch to cowgirl.
As I say, if he's gained weight, why is he doing mish? You're
doing it wrong.
Yeah, he needs to get on his back.
Show him. Show me on Kevin.
Kev, can you lay back for a second?
If you have a large belly, does that limit some of those moves?
Yes.
Yeah, so don't be on top.
You can gain weight to where you are not in lovemaking shape.
Yes.
That can happen. And that's a sad day. You got to at least go start walking.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to tap out in the middle of sexy time. How unsexy is that? Oh, honey, hold on, I got to stop.
Why is he doing all the work? I don't understand.
Some guys like mish.
They don't understand how to do it if he's having trouble.
And to me, if you're doing, why aren't you mixing it up completely all the time during rounds? You're just going to go straight up with one pitch? One missionary for the whole round? That's how you...
I think the guy's a little limited.
Yeah, man. I don't know how y'all get down in the bedroom, but let's mix it up a little bit, right?
Acrobat Larry over here.
Well, not even acrobat, but just let's mix it up.
Yeah.
Ish.
How would you mix it up? What would you tell this couple to do? What should they try?
I would do some fun foreplay stuff, really heat that oven. But yeah, lay on the back, do some different positions. Let's have some fun with this
So he
thing.
needs to lay back, not her.
I don't sound like he has any other options.
He has to lay back. Well, if he's gained all this weight, now he's just thrusting his gut in her now. Poor woman's getting crushed.
It's not right. It's a crime.
And then she's wincing in pain. He's like, oh, she's loving it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's really digging it.
I'm a wild animal. All right,
Ah, she loves it. This confession is kind of similar. It says, I was on vacation with my totally vanilla and non-kinky wife. She shook me when she stripped naked and demanded I take her on our balcony.
Whoa.
All right.
I said, well, what about all the other rooms and the people who would see? She said she didn't care because she's never going to see him again. I was so stunned, I couldn't even perform.
Oh, yeah, not everyone likes an audience. That's not for everybody.
He was caught off guard. He was rattled.
Wow.
Would you like that? If Panda wanted to do that on a balcony?
No, I don't really want an audience.
What about in the bushes at the beach?
In the mangroves?
Yeah, in the mangroves.
No. Spiders? Bugs?
So vanilla.
No.
Vanilla
Yeah,
Sinicki.
I'm not, it's not worth it for me.
Vanilla Sinicki.
This one says, a friend of mine is an artist. I commissioned him to make 2 portraits of my dead grandmother. Each portrait was identical, except for the smile on Grandma's face in only one of them. My dad loved the painting of his mom, and he hung it in the stairway. Then on April Fool's Day, I swapped the serious portrait of Grandma out for the smiling one. When my dad saw it, he got so freaked out, he fell down the stairs and broke his arm. Oh, my gosh. Well, that kind of backfired.
So he thought the painting was
Oh,
haunted.
crap. It's come alive.
I get it, man. I can see that happening.
Oh, that is such a great trick.
All of a sudden, I'm looking at that same picture of Chewy I see every day, and then he's all
Smiling
he's
with
smiling
all
at
his
me.
teeth showing.
I might fall over. Oh my God. It's horrifying.
That is a great trick.
It is, but it's not.
Just don't do it near the stairwell.
It's so good.
That's where it's not a good place to do that. This one says, in 2003, I caught my brother pleasuring himself while he was cuddling the cat. Oh my gosh. So for 20 years, I've used that to blackmail him into doing small jobs for me. Now he's married with kids, but I still use it. At Christmas, I simply said that it would be perfect if he would do the dishes for me. Done immediately.
Man, there's just so much sadness in that story.
20 years he's holding it over his head.
First of all, that poor cat.
The cat's probably dead and gone.
Hey, dude, what you doing?
I mean,
What's going on back there?
I mean, cats usually run. That's the one time they stick around. Maybe the cat was into it.
Was the cat asking for it?
Typically, cats scamper away. It's
Man, oh man.
What a scene that is.
That is quite a scene.
And how do you ever look at your brother the same?
All right, some very interesting confessions. Thank you for getting them through to us. You always can. Text them in 877-979-WRMF.